If you come into Senna, you'll probably find me here at the food bar prepping, serving food, but I decided today to teach you one of my favorite dishes to make at home. It's a white bean hummus with roast vegetables. You start out with white beans. Whether you cook them yourself or buy a good quality canned or jarred white bean, perfectly fine. Go ahead and drain the juices, but don't rinse it. So I'm gonna add the white beans to the food processor. Of course, every good hummus needs tahini or sesame paste, and that you could just buy at any supermarket. Actually has tahini nowadays, but if you want to go for the real stuff, you can get it at any good Middle Eastern store. I've got some cooked garlic. I actually call this confit garlic because it's cooked painfully slow on really low heat, totally covered in a good quality grapeseed oil, very slowly until they're all mushy and soft and delicious. So I'm going to use a few of those garlic cloves, a good squeeze of fresh lemon, and some kosher salt. It's always my preference. And I'm going to add just a tiny bit of water to that to make sure my food processor runs, or like I said, you can always use the cooking liquid. You want that to be really, really, really smooth. I'm going to add just a little bit of good extra virgin olive oil to it. Great. Once it looks really smooth, and this one does, let me show that to you. Check it out, it's so pretty and creamy looking. I go ahead and put this on my plate. Now, what I have for you today is a mix of some of my favorite roast vegetables. You could pretty much take anything that you like. Here I have chayote. It doesn't look like a squash, but it is a squash. And then I've got some baby carrots and a little bit of cauliflower. Basically, everything just gets tossed in olive oil and cooked at 375 degrees. It only takes about 15 minutes to cook. I have not been eating bread too much lately. I'm trying to watch my diet, so roast vegetables for me are the perfect option to use as dipping, and it's also fun for the kids. It gets kids to eat their vegetables. And then, of course, you have to have a drizzle of olive oil. I bought these crispy, crunchy chickpeas that you can get at the good supermarkets, and these have a flavor of falafel. And I brought some rosemary from my garden. Rosemary and white beans go beautifully, so I thought it would be just cool to pick some fresh rosemary. One of my favorite spices that I talk about a lot as well is called za'atar. It's dried thyme and sesame. I know I'm throwing a lot of things on here, and you can pick and choose your favorites, but this is something that's so beautiful. It has all kinds of textures and flavors. And just look at this. White bean hummus, roast vegetables. Gotta get in there. You can find my recipe for white bean hummus at checkpleasefl.com, and I hope you try it.